Good afternoon, everyone. As you know, with the development of society, child stars are increasingly valued by the public. Many countries have successfully introduced bills on child stars. In China, the new advertising law implemented in 2015 states that children under 10 years of age will be farewell to advertising endorsement. This means that many popular child stars through TV screen variety shows will reduce the chance of appearing on TV screens to some extent. Many people in the advertising audience closely follow these cute children and are willing to pay for the products. The legal ban is undoubtedly bad news for these people. Of course, compared to the psychological harm caused to the audience, the economical losses suffered by the audience who stand behind the children are even more serious. In modern society, children have become the central of gravity of the family, and parents pay all for the children. Child star has also become a role model for many students and children. However, Terry pointed out that child star have a deep negative effect on children's childhood. Therefore, whether to ban star from stage and movies has become a question worth of discussion. Let's discuss the most effective way to solve this problem. We will start by exploring and listing how to solve this issue. Who would like to start?
I will. I don't think it's possible to completely prohibit child stars from appearing on stage. Child stars can appear appropriately in some activities. Before explaining my suggestion, I would like to express more about this problem. As early as the 1920s and 1930s, the United States produced a relatively complete chain of child star interests. So many problems with exposed at the stage of development and maturity. If child stars are completely prohibited from appearing in front of the screen, there will be different consequences. Although the protection of children is achieved, protect children from work pressure and let them live a happy childhood, but it also hinders the development of children to a certain extent. A child who can become a child star certainly has a certain potential and it's a gifted child. Since he has this ability, why don't we let him develop? The lives of children who can become child stars are destined to be extraordinary.
I'm sorry, Jiayu, but I have to disagree. Ordinary children grow up in a pro-what? Family-oriented environment. This seemingly ordinary environment is preciously the ideal environment for childhood life. It is far from work, responsibilities, and everything the adult world can encounter. And when children leave the family's relatively private and closed environment and enter the public's vision, the more influence and fame the children have, the less protective the family environment is for childhood. For the child star himself, childhood has passed away, and the desire to grasp the state of childhood will continue for a lifetime. However, for most child stars who are famous early, the happiness brought by fame and fortune is as short as childhood. In the United States, the mainstream view is that children stars are actually cursed. They are often described as a grow up of people who have too much at a young age and are afraid of life because of premature success. The end result is either drug or alcohol abuse and atrophy or dies early. There are many examples of American child stars facing clubs after entering adolescence. The lack of childhood is irreparable for child stars.
You are right, Jean-Paul. Tarly pointed out that child stars have become a catch call for film companies. Athletes Shirley and Diamond are considered to save the film company from bankruptcy. At the same time, child stars have also helped improve the image of the Hollywood consider. Broad found that in the last 20 years of the 19th century, many child actors earned a reputation in the most prevalent ecologic structure at that time. Children didn't have many special skills to expect as a property of their parents. Parents can send their children to school or let them go to work when they are very young. For example, Michael Jackson performed at the age of 5 and has lived in the spotlight for the next 45 years. As an adult, Michael Jackson's many personality problems made him highly controversial. Michael Jackson's childhood memories are the most direct. It can be seen that the problems of education time and psychological problems caused by the work pressure also have a profound impact on girls.
I agree with you, Jayu, that children who become child stars have an encouraging effect on their peers. This is a role of model. At the same time, because children who have become child stars have different growth experiences from ordinary children. They can think from higher angle and their peers. This hinder the development of children to varying degrees. In addition, the legal ban is undoubtedly bad news for those who have who love child stars. Finally, entertainment companies for child star will also cause heavy entertainment losses if the law completely prohibits children stars from appearing in the public eye. It will be loss to everyone.
I'm sorry, Muhammad, but I agree. Most child stars have proprietary company, so I think the government should make a legislation to manage this entertainment company and be able to take a legal action against the entertainment company to issue the right and interest of child stars.
Yes, Kaihao. For example, Kungen's law does provide some protection for the income of child stars.
Wait, we are not talking about the income problem or child star's income. That is another problem.
Yes, please go ahead.
Thank you, Xinying. I can see what you mean, but I consider there are some defects. Although implementing laws against these unethical companies is essential to overcome this problem, I think it might take so much time to implement it.
What about boycotting the products produced by these companies? I think it is a good alternative as well.
What do you mean? Could you speak it more clearly?
What I mean is we should reset the workers about child status so that the lack of workers reduces the appearance of child status.
I have one other piece of information to share. To begin with, I'm sorry, Muhammad, but I have to disagree with you. I feel that boycotting their products is not necessarily the best way because it will also affect the entertainment development of the film and television industry. To me, imposing a hefty fine is more effective. The government should punish entertainment companies that illegally use child stars.
Your solution is that the government should charge high fees for entertainment companies that use child stars illegally. Is that correct?
Yes, besides, when these companies pay fines as ordered by the court, the government will be able to generate some revenue.
Yes, I agree with you, Jangpu. Collecting fines from these companies will boost the government income. These additional funds may be used to improve our education system and other key infrastructures.
You are right, Muhammad. But how to use they still do not belong to our discussion. In my opinion, a healthy fine would act as a deterrent. It would ensure the entertainment company will not continue to rob children.
I don't agree with your point, Kaihao. I think enforcing heavy fines is not effective as these entertainment companies, being highly profitable, can afford to pay these fines.
In other words, you are saying that heavy fines will not stop these companies from exploiting child stars, is it right?
Yes, you're right.
I guess Trump has a point. Perhaps the government should formulate a complete logic system to ensure children's logic rights.
Jayu, you have been very quiet. Do you have something to add?
I have agreed with Jump. I think the suggestion might be the best solution to this problem. But I think there are other aspects of the issue that need to be paid attention to. That is the parents of the child stars. In many cases, children cannot make decisions on their own, and these people who make decisions are usually parents. Many talented children do not have a strong desire to express themselves, but many parents are keen on fame and fortune to fan the flames. Childhood lack is irreparable for child stars, and the education time are pervaded by business activities and psychological problems caused by work pressure have a profound impact on growth. These issues are far from being regulated by a law that only use fines and administrative penalties. How to solve this problem is also very important.
Yes, you're right. There is no legal protection or national protection. Minors who want to work in the entertainment industry can only have their parents as their protectors. However, stage parents are not always reliable defenders of children. Unfortunately, as we have seen in many famous cases, parents are often attracted by the benefits of money and reputation and neglect to put this best in interests of their children first. The sensational stories of stars such as Michael Collins and Gary Coleman reinforce this, and they each lose millions of dollars for their parents.
That's right. In the United States, the customary law precedent that parents are entitled to their children's labor and wage have been for a long time. These tenants are obliged to provide food, shelter, vocational, and religion, and at least basic education. In exchange, they have the right to receive the child obedience, labor, and wage. The Keating-Owen Act passed in 1916 inadvertently violated this principle. This decree restricted child labor from participating in stringent train production. However, Roland Dahl questioned the new law, claiming that it violated his right to the income of minor children. The Supreme Court ruled in 1918 that the Keating-Owen Child Labor Act did violate the constitutional rights of parents. Through this case, the federal government confirmed the right of parents, thereby safeguarding the right of parents to their children's income. But this is not correct. This doesn't protect the right of children.
Yes, I also have some example. Domenico Moziano, a gymnastic, was also a young victim of economic losses because her parents borrowed and wasted her money. Moziano applied for and was liberated from her parents in 1998. She claimed that her parents stopped working after 1996 and chose to live entirely on her money. In addition, her father spent nearly $4 million in her trust fund to build a 70,000 square foot gym. These and other cases clearly show that parents cannot and should not be regarded as the sole protectors of minors.
Indeed, there is no law to ensure that children in the entertainment industry are not forced to work in an unsafe and dangerous environment for an unrealistic time, and no law can guarantee that children cannot force to work and in an unsafe and dangerous environment by their parents. Unrealistic time because parents' judgment is affected by money. Child entertainers may be forced to work in an unhealthy environment, and the money they earn is not guaranteed. In my opinion, the government can set up special agencies to protect children. These agencies are responsible for paying attention to the families and living conditions of child stars and supervise the parents of these children.
I have to agree with you. Maybe this is the best way, although it is a little difficult to achieve.
This may be a long-term problem that needs to be solved. The government should invest more time, energy, and money. Children deserve better care.
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, now we have heard everyone's opinion. Let's bring the discussion to a close. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A lot.